Shalom. My name is Charles, and I am a Reformed Jew who belongs to Temple Bethel in Madison, Wisconsin. Jewish tradition emphasizes that we are all both responsible for each other and obliged to work for justice. I want to share how this understanding of Judaism makes voting a priority for me. Both the Tanakh, our written scriptures, and the Talmud, our commentaries on the oral law, stress that Jews have a collective responsibility for each other. Whatever our intentions may be, we are all implicated in each other's actions. The prophets implore us to turn from evil and do good. Devote yourselves to justice, Isaiah urges. Aid the wronged. Uphold the rights of the orphan. Defend the cause of the widow. But Jewish tradition also insists that we care for others. We must love the stranger because Deuteronomy reminds us we were once strangers in Egypt. Hillel, one of our greatest sages, told a non-Jew who asked him to explain the entire Torah, "That which is hateful to you, do not do to another." And he added, "Go, study." Jewish liturgies, rabbinic commentaries, and mystical writings all rehearse the concept of tikkun olam, which might be rendered as to fix all creation. The world is continually out of joint, and it is up to us to mend it, for the sake of everyone. So how might I go about the task? I can perform good deeds, mitzvot. These works typically include such things as worship, charitable acts, and displays of kindness, but they may also involve participating in our nation's civic life. Here, Judaism illuminates what I might do as an American citizen. America's system of government rests on the principle that we, the people, are sovereign, the ultimate source of power. One of the most important ways in which we exercise that sovereignty is by delegating our authority to various officials through elections. By voting, we both take responsibility for choosing representatives who we hope will govern in the public interest, and signal our fellow citizens how important we think that political participation is. This system depends on engaged citizens to work most effectively. We come to the widest understanding of what constitutes the public good when as many people participate as possible. Ballots don't mark themselves. If we don't vote, we weaken ourselves by failing to advocate for causes we care about. Moreover, by absenting ourselves, we behave as if we bear no responsibility for what may happen. I had nothing to do with it, we seem to say. Jewish tradition, however, teaches us that we always bear responsibility for what we do or don't do, and that our actions and inactions have consequences far beyond ourselves. My synagogue understands the importance of getting everyone to vote. We are encouraging every eligible member in hopes of achieving a 100% participation rate. Numerous congregants have joined efforts like the Wisconsin Interfaith Voter Engagement Campaign to raise rates throughout the state. For my part, I ask you to register if you have not already done so and to vote in every upcoming election. I take my cue in large measure from the preeminent value that Jewish tradition puts on the well-being of communities. But I also draw inspiration from the recent example of my fellow Wisconsinites, many of whom, under the shadow of the coronavirus, stood 6 feet apart for hours in order to enter the polls. I don't know who they were or how they voted. I do know that they risked their health, perhaps even their lives, to complete their ballots, and that they carried out their civic responsibility with utmost seriousness. Whether they knew it or not, they were performing mitzvot and fixing a little piece of the world.